Hello everybody. In this video I want to chat about how I found an old frame and I transformed it into something really beautiful and luxurious by simply using imitation gold leaf and a little bit of painting skills. So I have been given lots of old frames and I've got them all stacked up in my studio, and I thought, let's see what we can do with this with a bit of gold leaf and my signature chinoiserie style, and see if we can make something really special. So I just gave the frame a little sand and a clean, and then it's ready for me to apply the gilding adhesive, which is called Size. So I'm just going to brush that on with a flat brush all over everywhere that I want gold to be, so around the edges, in the little inserts. And what you need to do is you need to get a nice even layer, not lots of gloops and globs, and yeah, so just brush it on nice and evenly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave that to go tacky for at least an hour, okay? Because you cannot use the gold leaf on Size, which is too wet. So whilst I'm waiting for the glue to go tacky, I come to my favourite book, which is all about the de Gournay designs. I'm obsessed. I first got into chinoiserie style when I went to look at Brighton Pavilion, and which has all these extraordinary 18th century Chinese hand-painted wallpapers. And then I discovered all these different companies that are designing things like this. So this book is such a resource for me, but you can go online and check out the designs, and um, actually you can paint anything you want onto this frame, but I am going to go with my chinoiserie style. So now it's time to apply the gold leaf, and I'm using my favorite brand, which is Barnabas Black Gold, and it's 100 sheets of imitation gold leaf, which you can get for like uh, £10, $10. I mean, it's crazily affordable and a really good product. So all I need is some tweezers or a knife and my soft mop brush. And then when you receive the gold leaf, it comes with some white cotton gloves, which I just find so useful because you do not want to get sticky fingers on your gold. And also you can use a gloved finger or hand to smooth out areas of the gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally overlap the sheets as I go along the edges of the frame. And I'm going to make sure that I wrap that gold leaf all around the insert of the frame and around the edge. Just at this stage, just gently tapping it down with my gloved finger and my soft brush. When it comes to filling in the corners, you can either take a full sheet and just tear away the excess, which you can then use in other corners. You can patch in areas with all of these little torn off pieces, and it's once you get the hang of sort of tearing it away from the glued edge, you realize that you've got lots of useful pieces that you can then kind of use and patch up in different areas. Even if you feel like, okay, this is looking quite multi-layered and it's going to be a bit have messy edges, don't worry, because when we come to brushing it, it's going to look perfect. Already we can see that we have a beautiful glow, but now is my absolute favorite bit of the process, where we just gently go along, brushing and rubbing with your soft brush. And if there are any areas that are a bit harder to brush away, you just need to get a smaller, stiffer brush, like I'm doing here. So in the insert of the frame, I need a slightly more heavy-duty brush to get rid of all that gold. But this is just so satisfying, and I honestly can't believe what a beautiful result you can get on a very simple and plain frame with some imitation gold leaf. It's quite a messy process, so we've got all these little pieces which are actually called skewings. I must have read that like a few years ago, and I just think it's brilliant. And what I have is a big metal tin which I just put them all in, and sometimes I crush them up and I use them to create a different effect. So look at this beautiful result. We can just smooth it over with our gloved hand, and what I'm going to do now is just measure the insert, because I'm going to go and get a mirror cut, and I'm so excited to see what it would look like already. Before we move on to any next steps, what I want to do is seal and varnish the gold, because imitation gold leaf can tarnish, which is heartbreaking. So very simply, what we need to do is get a lacquer or a varnish, and there's many different brands, but I use Polyvine regularly. This one is called a multi-surface lacquer, which I just feel is a bit more heavy duty than the decorator's varnish, which I normally would use on a painting. So it's so easy. Just take a flat brush and just, again, like with the size, we need a nice even layer. Make sure your brush strokes are all nice and even. And it might feel a little bit alarming because it looks very streaky and cloudy, but honestly, within an hour, it looks absolutely perfect. And what I love about these products is they don't affect the look or the shine that you've already achieved with your gold. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to freehand my design onto the frame. And I want to have this sort of trailing blossom and branches. So I use a very fine rigger brush, and I just paint it with white gesso or white acrylic, and then I paint the colors on top. And with acrylics onto gold, I would normally add 2 or 3 coats of color before it really pops and looks amazing against the gold. So as I said, if you wanted to decorate your frame, choose any design you like. I have been just creating designs like this freehand for a long time, so I just hold my breath and go for it. But you could always map something out first if that's made you feel more comfortable. having mapped out all my design, and I've got my base colors, which look so pretty, this really soft pink and very soft pale raw umber, I can see whether the design has worked and whether I'm happy with the overall effect. And then I went and I picked up the mirror and the guy fitted it for me, and already I think it looks gorgeous. But if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I really love adding layers of detail to my painting. So I'm going to go into all the blossom and create loads of tiny little details which make me happy, and stick around if you want to watch that, or just head to the end so you can see the final result. I really am the queen of finicky detail. I'm like, I don't know, OCD or something. But I love creating little tiny details in this stylized blossom. And every time I slightly change it up, but I just honestly make it up. You can't go wrong with blossom. I mean, so again, I'm using a rigger brush, and you need to make the paint quite wet when you're using this brush so that you can almost draw with it like it's a pen. It's definitely my favorite type of brush. I use it a lot. This frame actually didn't have any hooks or anything on the back, so I need to create the holes and add my own D-rings or hooks and add some string, and then we'll be ready to see the final result. I'm going to hang it up in my house. And the amazing thing about any gold leaf piece is that it changes a lot in different lights. So I'm going to show you some different versions in different lights, and you can see the effect. I am so delighted with this result, and I think it looks so nice in my house, which is a Victorian cottage, and it just suits really well. The frame looks so luxury with this gold finish, which has a gorgeous glow, beautiful blossom. The mirror itself to be cut was only like £23. So yeah, upcycling, here we come. I normally create lots of examples on canvas, so that's my main thing with gold leaf. but I'm really keen to start doing some more DIY projects like furniture, walls. I used to be a mural artist, so I just want to get back to sort of bigger projects. So watch this space, stay tuned, and thank you so much for being here. See you next time.